Sol Ruca shocks Raw. Becky Lynch responds. Raw gets heated. Challenge launched. New rivalry begins. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. What if the real shock on Raw wasn't a surprise return or a title change, but a young star walking straight into the lion's mouth and refusing to blink? And what happens when someone like Becky Lynch, someone who has made a career out of breaking confidence, finally meets a challenger who doesn't look intimidated at all? Because that's exactly what went down on May 18, 2026, and the way it unfolded, it didn't feel like a normal call-out. It felt like something was about to shift. The arena was in that usual Raw rhythm at first. You know the vibe, crowd still settling, people holding drinks, fans arguing over who deserves a title shot more, someone yelling "Whitey" for no reason in the background, classic WWE chaos. Nothing out of the ordinary. Or at least, that's what it looked like on the surface. Then Sol Ruca's music hit. Now, if you're not paying attention, you might think, okay, another rising star moment. But the reaction wasn't casual. It wasn't polite applause. It was that curious kind of noise, like fans trying to figure out if they're about to witness something real or just another segment that fades in 5 minutes. But Sol didn't walk out like someone trying to impress people. She walked out like someone who already decided what she was going to do before the music even started. And that's where things started to feel different. She didn't waste time. No long poses. No waiting for the crowd to finish reacting. She just stood there, looked around the arena for a second like she was taking it all in, and then straight to business. And you could almost hear fans thinking, okay, what's she about to say? Because let's be honest, calling out Becky Lynch isn't something you do casually. That's not like calling out someone mid-card just to get attention. That's stepping into a storm and hoping you come out on the other side still standing. Sol Ruca grabbed the mic, and there was applause, not hesitation exactly, more like she was choosing the exact right way to say it. And then she said it. She wants Becky Lynch. Simple, direct, no sugarcoating, no with respect or "I've been watching you for years" filler speech. Just straight up calling out one of the most dangerous women to ever step into a WWE ring. And you could feel the crowd shift instantly. You know that moment when fans stop talking to each other and actually start paying attention? That happened. Because now it wasn't just a segment, it was a question being thrown into the air. Is Sol Ruca ready for this? And honestly, even some fans at home probably leaned forward like, wait, did she just say Becky Lynch? Now here's where it gets interesting, because Becky Lynch doesn't even need to be in the arena for her presence to be felt. That's the kind of reputation she has. You mention her name, and suddenly the temperature of everything changes. Sol kept talking, and you could hear fire in her voice. Not angry fire, not disrespect, more like confidence mixed with something else, maybe frustration, maybe ambition, or maybe just that raw belief every young wrestler has when they think, why not me? And that's a dangerous mindset, because why not me is how careers get made, or completely broken in front of everyone. She talked about stepping up, about not waiting in line, about not watching opportunities pass her by while she stays quiet in the background. And while she spoke, the crowd was split. Some were cheering, loving the boldness. Others were quiet, like they were waiting for the other shoe to drop. Because again, this is Becky Lynch we're talking about. Then the energy shifted. You know when WWE production doesn't even need to announce anything and you just feel something is coming? That was it. The arena didn't explode yet, but it tightened up, like everyone collectively thought, oh, here it comes. And Becky Lynch walked out. No hesitation, no delay, just that entrance that instantly changes the mood of the entire building. And let's be real for a second, Becky doesn't even need to say anything right away. She can just stand there and the message is already clear. She's been through wars, been knocked down, doubted, written off, and still found ways to come back stronger. So when she slowly walked down that ramp, you could feel Sol Ruca realizing something important. This isn't an interview anymore, this is real now. Becky didn't rush. She circled a bit, looked at her, studied her with that calm expression that says, I've seen 100 versions of you before. Then she took the mic. And instead of going straight for insults or yelling, she did something worse in a way. She questioned her. Not disrespectfully, not aggressively, just that calm, experienced tone that makes you feel small without even trying. Do you know what you're asking for? And that line hit differently because it wasn't a threat, it was almost like advice, like someone trying to save you from a mistake you don't fully understand yet. The crowd reacted instantly, some cheering Becky, some cheering Sol, others just laughing like, oh, this is about to get messy. But Sol didn't back down, and that changed everything. Most rookies hesitate in that moment, adjust their tone, show respect, try to soften the challenge. Sol didn't soften anything. She doubled down. And you could see it in Becky's face, that slight shift, not anger yet, not panic, but interest, like okay, maybe you're different. Now let's pause because this is important. WWE has seen a lot of callouts like this, but most follow the same pattern: hype, confrontation, veteran dominance tease, end of segment. This didn't feel like that. This felt like something still in motion. Becky stepped closer and the tension changed again. Fans were whispering, phones up, crowd fully locked in. Becky talked about what it actually costs to be in WWE, the pain, the pressure, the nights you walk out wondering if your body will hold up the next week. And she wasn't exaggerating for drama, she was speaking from experience. But Sol wasn't backing away from reality either. She said she's ready. And that's where things got serious, because saying you're ready is one thing, proving it against Becky Lynch is another entirely. Becky stared at her for a long moment, processing it. This wasn't disrespect. This wasn't arrogance. This was belief. And belief is unpredictable in wrestling. Then Becky smirked. Not acceptance, not refusal, just that classic you might have just made the biggest mistake of your career kind of smirk. And that's where Raw left it hanging. No official match, no clear answer, just tension sitting in the air like a storm that hasn't broken yet. And now the real question is not just whether Becky will accept, but what happens if she does, and more importantly, what happens if Sol Ruca actually proves she belongs in that conversation? What do you think? Is she stepping into something way bigger than she realizes, or is this exactly how new stars are born in WWE? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this one feels like it's going to split opinions. And if you're enjoying these breakdowns, make sure you subscribe and stay locked in because moments like this don't stay isolated for long, they grow, they explode, and suddenly we're looking back wondering when everything changed. Either way, Raw on May 18th didn't feel like just another episode, it felt like the beginning of something bigger, and whether you're rooting for Becky Lynch or backing Sol Ruca, you can't deny that something just shifted. And thank you for watching and sticking through the breakdown. I'll catch you.